In 2001, President al-Bashir implemented a plan to destroy the Fur, Masali, and Zaghawa, who are a majority in the Darfur region on the basis of their ethnicity. His motives were largely political. His pretext was a counterinsurgency. His intent was genocide, as stated by the ICC prosecutor. To understand this genocide, we must look back at the history and root cause. In 1956, Sudan became an independent country from Britain, the departing colonial power. The Northern Arabs elite inherited the ruling power from the British and continued to isolate and marginalize the indigenous people of Darfur. The northern ruling elites, representing about 5% of the country's population, centered the services and development in the capital Khartoum and other areas such as Port Sudan, while intentionally depriving the rest of the society, which is made up of ethnically indigenous African tribes, based on the policy of the ruling elite. In Sudan, being an Arab is regarded as an advantage, while being an indigenous African Sudanese is associated with inferiority. This ideology has been used to divide the Sudanese society for more than 60 years. Al-Bashir has used this ideology to target and exterminate the people of Darfur because of who they are. His strategy consists of mobilizing, training, and arming the militia, also known as the Janjaweed, to carry out attacks. Typically, the Sudanese armed forces arrived in trucks mounted with machine guns, and the Janjaweed arrived in camel and horseback. Together, they surrounded the village, and on occasion, the Air Force would drop bombs on the village as a precursor to the attacks. The ground forces enter the village and attack civilians, killing men, children, the elderly, and subjecting women and girls to massive rapes. Kill all the blacks and kill all the slaves.